welcome to what's in this week's Oban Times with me, Finn Nixon.
Me, Kathy Griffith.
And me, Sandy Neal.
We have lots of interesting news and photographs for you this week in our newspaper, available in shops and garages from Thursday, and at www.obantimes.co.uk. And remember that here at the Oban Times, we are always happy to hear your stories and see your photographs as well. You can call us on 01631 568 000, email editor@obantimes.co.uk, or message us on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter. But what has been on the news agenda this week? Kathy, what do you have for us?
Well, Dad Robert Keller made an extraordinary emergency stop at Pennyfuir Cementery car park on Easter Saturday when partner Constanze Rose-Keller gave birth in the front seat of the family Skoda. Lucky for the couple from Glenlownan, who were actually dashing to hospital, Oban midwife Kirsty Smith was just behind them in her car when they had to pull over. And very, very pleased to say that baby Emilia is doing grand. So that was a lovely, lovely story. Also, we've been hearing that West Coast Motors is no longer allowing spouses and partners to live in houses that come with bus drivers' jobs. That could leave Mull's buses in chaos and without drivers, we've been hearing. We've been talking to one woman who's facing some sofa surfing while her partner of 7 years has been offered a caravan just for one. So the couple were actually given 2 weeks to vacate a house in Fionfort that had actually come with the chap's job as part of his works package. So we'll see how that one develops. And if you want to see a bit of history in the remaking, head down to Historic Kilbride before the end of May. Stonemason Michael Hogg is on site adding the final touches to what's been a 5-year project restoring and saving the roofless ruins of Historic Kilbride, and that's just down Lirags Glen, outside of Oban. The Friends of Kilbride charity embarked on this final phase of work last month. There's an 18th century prayer house, there's a churchyard, there's a memorial burial out to the Clan MacDougall, all lying on the same spot of a medieval church. And big shout out to the Friends of Kilbride and all their supporters and funders, because they've done an absolutely brilliant job. The site will actually open fully to visitors when all of that work's done. So that should be at the end of May or beginning of June. But if you want to go and see what Michael's up to, you can pop down before the end of May and have a look. There we go.
Thanks for that, Kathy, and I look forward to reading all of those stories in this week's newspaper, especially the extraordinary one. I like what you did there. What about you, Sandy? What have you been finding out this week?
Well, thank you very much, Kathy and Finn. Well, islands are counting the growing economic cost of ferry disruption as we move from spring into summer. We hear from Coll, Tiree, Islay, Jura and Colonsay. And if you pick up a copy of our sister paper, the Loch Arbor Times as well, you can read about the breakdown of the Corran ferry across Loch Linney and its impact on peninsular communities and the Isle of Mull. We await Highland Council's plans. A protest song aiming to scupper the Scottish Government's fishing ban in 10% of Scotland's waters will be released this Friday by one of Scotland's biggest trad bands. Finn, what have you got for us?
Thank you, Sandy. And this week I've been reporting on an Arduni hotel which has been tackling issues with finding affordable housing for their staff, thanks to a new and unique solution. In Oban, a fisherman is retired after a career spanning 55 years, with 48 of them spent working at the pier in Oban. On Islay, a ladies' disco night raised £4,500 for the Beatson West of Scotland Cancer Centre in Glasgow, as the community rallied behind the fundraising efforts. Well done to everyone involved there. And it is also worth noting that Argyll Live is holding an open day on Thursday to welcome Ukrainians who have moved into the Oban area. The event starts at 10 a.m. with a book bug session with stories, songs and rhymes aimed at families with children under the age of 5. In the sport, we have all the latest from all of last weekend's shinty action and a look ahead to this weekend's fixtures. Elsewhere, the Oban Lorne men rugby side continued their impressive season with a comprehensive win against Strathfendrick at home to leave them one win away from taking the West League 2 title. The Oban MMA club also won 3 medals, 2 golds and 1 silver at the ADCC Scottish Open at the University of Stirling, punching well above their weight. The Oban Ravens squash team were also on their travels again, 12 Ravens recently taking part in the latest Women in Scotland Playing Squash event in Glasgow. Nearer to home, the North Argyll Cycle Club kicked off their season with a well-attended time trial at Loch Craren, And you can read all these stories and much more at www.obantimes.co.uk or by picking up a newspaper in local shops and garages. And don't forget, if you have a story, get in touch. You can call us on 01631 568 000, email editor@obantimes.co.uk or message us on one of our social media platforms. For now though, thank you for listening and goodbye from me, Finn Nixon.
Goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths.
And bye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.